I wanted to offer you the opportunity to ask any final questions you might have before leaving Hogwarts. Oh, yes, Mr. Pretamanger?
I've got a question about after we graduate.
Oh, yes.
Where do we buy groceries?
Excuse me?
It's just we've been so busy learning about potions and spells.
I'm an expert in cheering charms.
That's the attitude. We've never learned a lot of the things that we need to function in the real world, and I honestly don't know where to buy groceries.
Well, I suppose that...
As long as we're asking questions, I want to know what that big thing made of water is that we always see when we're on the train.
Well, that's the ocean. Didn't you learn that at school?
Never had to go to any school besides this one.
What else would you need to know besides magic? I could disarm a venomous tentacular with my bare hands.
Shut up.
Speaking about weather, though, I never found out what that thing is when the wind starts blowing really hard and it forms a funnel, and my friend George runs into it and he starts flying around but without a broom, and now I don't see my friend George anymore.
Phoebe and I were snogging in our hips a few months ago, and now she wakes up every morning and her tummy's getting bigger. 394. In what book? Turn to page 394. Why do you only say that? Because if I say anything in a slow, expressionless death mask, then people do anything. I'm going to turn to page 394.
I tripped the other day and then red water started coming out my eye. What's that mean?
How come it's cold in the winter and hot in the summer?
Oh, who actually runs England?
Are we British citizens or not?
If we are, do we pay taxes?
And do we have an obligation to protect Britain from terrorist attacks?
Do we have to be part of the coalition of the willing?
Is it possible to maintain a moral code in an immoral world?
How many is this? I really don't know.
At what point does life begin?
Where do humans come from?
Where does magic come from?
It comes from love.
Nobody likes you. All right. That is quite enough. Now, perhaps you didn't learn everything there is to learn from Hogwarts. Well, you'll just have to pick that up along the way. After all, life is the greatest professor of them all, and she will teach you more than you will ever learn within the confines of the building. Now, before we proceed, are there any more questions? Yes.
I can't read.